What is going on, everybody? Jada Black here. I am back with another video. Shout out to everybody that is tuning in. I really do appreciate that. The link inside the description box will take you to my What the Fucking News and Entertainment podcast. I started doing those again where I would do multiple topics all into one particular video. You can go and check that out on my Jada Black live streams 2 channel. Make sure you like it, of course, and share it. And one of the topics, the main topic, was about this guy, this actor by the name of Billy Porter, who decided to wear this tuxedo dress to the Oscars. What's very interesting is that you have black women who are defending him. You have the lamestream media that is applauding this. You know, and again, he has every right to wear what he wants to wear. You know. If that's who he feels like who he is, then so be it. But I want y'all to understand something. This is considered the new black man in the media's eyes, especially in Hollywood. Because if you look at more of the newer television shows, like if you watch Netflix or a lot of the newer television shows, a lot of these supporting black male characters, a lot of them are gay. They're portraying them as gay. They are not portraying them as heterosexual. If they are, they're with white women. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. What I'm saying is they're isolating black men. That's why you don't see too many shows anymore with black men who are married, who have children with a black woman. Like, you won't see like the Cosbys anymore. You won't see Family Matters. You won't see even the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with a black butler. You know, you just won't see it. It's all about basically throwing the black man's masculinity under the bus, which is what the media has been doing for so I would say they've been doing it very much so for like the last 4 or 5 years, blatantly, in commercials, in TV shows, in movies. Black men are either, you know, the father figure who's unmarried, single, or he is the guy who was the friend, you know, basically friend zoned. He's like that character on, I can't think of the show, but there was a show that came on Fox called New Girls. I'm not quite certain, but I think that they ended the show last year. The show was on TV for a good 7 years. Now, they had a black character, a black male character. Now, he wasn't gay. Or they never really alluded to it. There were some jokes here and there about certain things. But he never really had a girlfriend like that either. Now, on the seasons that I saw him on there, I didn't really see it. Maybe after that, maybe they decided to do that. But he was isolated. He was there with his white friends, and he was basically almost the odd man out. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was the logical one. But he wasn't out there living life, dating this girl, that girl. He wasn't like the Bachelor, you know? And that's how they portray black men. They don't put black men in positions to where, you know, they are the playboys. You know, they're out there dating different women. They're not like, you know, Eddie Murphy and Boomerang. You know, they're basically, they're either very flamboyant or they are stereotyped either to be thugs or to be the older father figure, you know. So that's what Hollywood is on. That's why it's very important to support movie projects that put black men in positive lights. I'm not one of those people that's going to sit here and make video after video after video complaining like some people do. But I'm going to speak on it here and there, just like I'm doing now, because what we have in the media is what they're basically putting out there as the new black male. And to them, the new black male are gay men who are willing to wear tuxedo dresses, be in relationships with white men or whoever. And that's how they're pushing this narrative forward. I mean, look at the Oscars. Black Panther was a very good film. Okay? I think they earned the awards that they won. But I will say this, though. Even though I felt like they earned it because they were in the category. And I felt like the production design was very well put together. I thought the music was really good. Now, people are going to feel like those awards were token. I don't think necessarily they're token. I think that if you look at who they were going up against, they won. Now, was it an agenda by Oscars to shut black people up? Maybe it was. But it doesn't take away from the good the film did. You know? Now, my only gripe with the film, well, not with the film, but with the awards, was that no black male won in those categories. You had a white man and I believe a white female and a black female that won awards. You know? So, I just want people to understand the media is all about boosting up the woman, boosting up the gay black male. And I've also, listen, I have no issue with, you know, people having their own sexual orientations, but I don't like the fact that they are using these people basically to put them out there as a symbol for what we should be. You know, that they have an agenda. I wish people would understand that. I'm the type of person, I'm willing to accept people for who they are. I wish more people would be who they are instead of trying to portray themselves as something that they're not. Just be open and honest about the type of person you are. If you like to go around here and dress in women's clothes, I mean, that's you. Or wear makeup, walk around with purses. That's you. That's who you are. Be comfortable in who you are. But I'm going to point out how the media is going to use what you do basically as an agenda, as a way to throw it back in people's face and say, hey, this is what the black man should be. And what really makes this even worse is that you do have sisters, not all of them, but you do have those who are supporting this. Jada Pinkett Smith put up a post supporting it. Some other people on Instagram as well. You know, they like this. They like to see black men effeminized, but then will claim they want black love and they love black men, which we all know they say this in order to deflect from the fact that they really don't have any respect for black men. That is why you see black men who will choose to date out, because they don't feel that respect. They don't feel that love. But then you will have sisters come on this very platform on YouTube and complain about why these brothers are going to Brazil and other countries, or they're dating non-black women. Well, you should understand that if you are accepting and promoting, and you get mad when people have a difference of opinion as to what the media is putting out there as propaganda, it says a lot about you. I want people to understand that just as people in the alphabet community should be able to live their lives, people who aren't a part of the alphabet community should be able to live their life. They have opinions. They want to speak their opinions. So should other people who are in disagreement of certain things. But the media has been making fun of us for a very long time. They've been clowning us, especially us as black men. This is why we have to get our shit together. This is why we have to be able to get rid of the petty nonsense, because there's a lot of petty nonsense I'm seeing from brothers. I'm seeing a lot of these brothers be very petty and not really look at the bigger picture. Okay? Because if you look at it, we all we got. And I mean that. We are all we got. We turn each other. Who we gonna side with then? Who gonna side with us? So I think it's very important for us to be able to be vocal about certain things and distance ourselves from certain behaviors. This guy who wore this dress is nothing but an attention seeker to the core. And the media is going to use that to their advantage. I'm not saying that he's a bad guy. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying, like, you wore this because you knew it would make you go viral. Not make you go viral, but it will have you going viral. Have people talking about it. But I'm speaking about it because of the amount of, women who are supporting this and are getting upset when people disagree. Not everybody wants to see a grown man in a dress. They just don't. Whether it was a tuxedo dress or whatnot, there are people who just don't care to see it. You can't get upset at them because they don't agree with it. They're not going to agree with it. And I think that we have to understand that as a black people, the media is going to use us. They're either going to use us as pawns, or they're going to be disrespectful towards us. They're going to throw black masculinity under the bus. And that's what you're seeing more and more of. Look how women speak to us. They talk down to us because they have no respect for us. But they will put the respect of a gay man over a straight man. And this proves it by the amount of support that this guy is getting. So I want people to understand this, man, because this is the first time. I mean, I remember one time I was listening to a Blog Talk Radio show a couple years ago. No, it was a person that I knew from Blog Talk Radio. They did a live stream on YouTube. This was about 3 years ago. And it was like 2-3 women and one guy. You know, he's like the male punching bag. You know, he's the male punching bag of the show. She had the video of the boxer that did the gay sex tape, and she looked it up on her phone and showed it to the guy live, and she thought it was hilarious. You know, now of course the guy was disgusted, but that just showed that they don't respect you. They make fun of black masculinity. There are women out there that just don't respect black men. Now of course this female was an ex-whirler. You know, once again, you know, it goes in, you know, cycle. And I just want people to understand that we have to really look to bettering ourselves in our positions and not being so petty and not falling for BS and not believing everything that people tell us. Just because somebody say they respect you doesn't actually mean they respect you. As soon as you say something that certain people don't like certain women, they're going to be very disrespectful with you, and you have to be ready for it. I don't think that this was a good look at all, and there are people literally defending this because it's a black man in a fucking dress.